Other Monday Night Football game, Eagles against the Vikings.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be more competitive than this. I was really hoping for that. Another quarterback that has sometimes been lower on the Chris Simms top 40 back countdown list than their fan base would hope.
Right.
Jalen Hurts. What'd they do early on with Jalen Hurts? Because it seems like this is a team that's going to go through the run game and then make it easy on Jalen Hurts. They're not going to put a whole lot on his plate. Is that what you saw from watching film?
No. You can tell they have confidence in Jalen Hurts. Think about how the game opened up. They started out an empty personnel, empty 5 wides, and they were like, hey, we're going to throw it. It's what I love about them. They're really well coached, game plan that way. Like everybody expects them, it's the Eagles, that line, they're going to run the ball. And then they get you in a situation where, okay, whoa, they're spreading us out, and they got speed at receiver and stuff. And then, of course, he can run and scramble, and it makes it scary. And he's a good decision maker. And so that's where the game started out. So they get in 5 wides, I think, for the first 2 plays. And then they get you in the spread formation with a back in the backfield. And that's where they started to, they make it very hard on you that way. That's what I kind of love about them. They're playing to what they are as a team. And they put pressure on you that way because now you go, wait, he's in the shotgun. It's a passing formation. We want to play 2 deep. But then they run the ball or he runs some quarterback design run, and you go, damn, we don't have enough people to stop it. And then you come back down and start to go, okay, well, now we got to do something else to kind of stop the run. And then you go, shit, Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown are one-on-one we're in very vulnerable looks, and we're the Vikings, and we're not very good in the secondary. And so that's where they put stress on you, and he's smart that way and making the appropriate throws and doing everything the right way really right now and playing really good football.
26 of 31, 333 yards through the air for Jalen Hurts. Any of those completions, were they really taking chances, putting it into tight windows?
He had a few, which I like to see. I do.
Enough for you.
Enough for me.
Okay.
No. No, I'm not going to talk. Just like Tua a little bit here, all right, where, like I tried to explain before, and I know I'm going to, but I'm just trying to give my honest opinion here. There's still a few plays and throws where I look at he's got to throw that ball there. That guy's open. He gets away with it and runs and gets 10, 15 yards. But again, I'm holding them to a standard. Is that going to get it done against the 49ers defense or, the Bucks again and stuff like that? And I go, no, that's not. It's not. So, but still, it's better than it has been, and it's going in the right direction. And what I've tried to explain to some of my Philly friends who, give me issues because they even listen to my Monday podcast, we got to have a talk. I go, listen, it's going to look awesome for most of the year. I don't doubt that. They're a great team. They're really well coached. And he's got a great feel. And he knows how to run and when to run. And he doesn't, force the ball. And he doesn't have to a lot of the times, And that's fine. That's good. But again, I'm holding it to a standard of when they play the really good teams late in the year or in the playoffs, what's he going to do then? And that's where I just question it a little bit. He's an NFL starting quarterback. There's no doubt about that forever. I think the thing I'm just saying is I'm not sure how good he is yet. Just not sure how good. And I am one, too, that you've heard me say this before. We've yet to still see a quarterback really get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl where it's all about, hey, they're just going to run the ball with the running quarterback and run and do all that. Because you're going to usually play a defense in the divisional championship game, Super Bowl, that's going to stop that. And now it comes down to throwing the ball in the pocket. Mm-hmm. And that's where I just said I'd still like to see a little bit more, but it's all going in the right direction.
53-yard touchdown to Quez Watkins. Who do you give the credit or blame to on that?
Well, that was a really great design play, great throw, and a play to really stress that they were kind of playing a quarters coverage. So it's quarters, the safety in the corner, but now they have a tight split. So they have 2 tight ends on the end of the line of scrimmage, and then they bring down Quez Watkins even tighter. So, just think about it. You're the safety in the corner. You're going, wait, there's 3 guys there, and he kind of runs in between the middle of you, and you're like, whoa, I don't know which one of us has got him. And then one of those tight ends runs like a 10 or 12-yard out route. The corner plays it the right way. He sees it. He starts to stop. The safety was wrong. The safety's got to keep going back. Unless they're playing some way where the safety's supposed to drive on that out route and the corner's supposed to get back there. But I find that highly unlikely with that set. That's one where the safety's got to get back. That was his issue, and it was a really nice throw by Jalen Hurts.
Well, that might be a problem for the Vikings because you
Yes,
noticed that it wasn't like they were trying to do too many complicated things in this game.
No.
What did you notice about that side of the ball for the Vikings?
It just is too, you've heard me say, it was too simple. It was too easy. They were too worried about giving up the big play, and it just was like, okay, well, I mean, you're just going to bend and break here every drive. And to me, where they put you in a bind because now you play these two deep safeties. They have a ton of passes and plays to just go, oh, you do that. We have a great way to throw 5 yard over the middle here, 5 yard over here, so they can pick you apart. And that's really good. But then also within that, that's where like their RPO game and their read option and that stresses you. Now there's two safeties deep. So what do we do here? Well, now they ran the ball. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Oh, they quarterback run. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. It's too deep. Or you try to cheat a slot guy and he fakes the run and the guy in the slot kind of makes it look like he's going to get blocked and then somebody goes out in the flat and he throws it to the flat route, right? So they put you in a lot of binds that way. I don't think you can play too much too deep zone against them is what I'm basically saying. And that's where I just thought they were wrong. Third quarter, they finally changed it up. Started running some different coverages, blitzing the nickel guy off the edge. But it was so vanilla that Shane Steichen, Sirianni, and Hurts they were gashing it. To me, you got to do something where it's, exotic coverages, three deeps that way to help your run game, help the screen game, because they're a phenomenal screen team too. And then it takes away within those three deep coverages or singles. It takes away some of the holes in the middle of the field. And now, to me, you put it back on Jalen Hurts to, okay, he's going to have to make some throws here. And that's how I would try to defend him, without getting too detailed here and too in the weeds.
That's interesting. I wonder if the Vikings played the same way last week and worked against Aaron Rodgers, and they figured, why not?
They might have. They maybe. But this is just this is a team and an offense that's on a different level than Green Bay, in my opinion. Better O-line, better weapons, and then the quarterback design run stuff, how they use that puts you in another stress position. And their offensive scheme's better than Green Bay. That's the other thing I would tell you, too. They're creative. They have game plan-specific stuff. And like I said, between the quarterback design run, the run game, him being a good deep ball thrower, and them being an unbelievable screen team, man, does that put a lot of pressure on your football team. It really does. Thanks for watching, homies. Hit subscribe to see all my unbuttoned videos. You get to see me, Ahmed Fareed, all the big player breakdowns, game breakdowns, player interviews, and my film analysis. So please subscribe. Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Peace out.